When you are born with a high destiny or calling, dark spirits and entities will be out for you and your destiny even before you are born. As soon as you are conceived, as soon as your destiny is bestowed unto you, you essentially have a target on your head just because of the favor that God has bestowed over your life. Welcome to today's conversation. We are talking about destiny swap spells. Because to protect our destinies from destiny swap spells and witchcraft, we first have to know how those spells work. We cannot fight what we do not comprehend. I am talking today specifically about what it means to have a high spiritual destiny. When you have a high spiritual calling, you are going to have high spiritual opposition as well. So having a high spiritual calling or destiny can look like having ancestral gifts. Ancestral gifts can include the ability to have prophetic dreams, being an empath, being a psychic, being a prophet or prophetess. So if you have any of these gifts, then your destiny has likely been or will be at some point under spiritual attack. And this is not to scare you, but to prepare you, because we have to know our enemies if we are going to fight them successfully. So here are 3 things you need to know in order to adequately protect your destiny from destiny swap spells and from spiritual attack. One of the most important things to know about a destiny swap spell is that it does not have to be initiated by a person. Your destiny can be under attack by familiar spirits, by monitoring spirits, by marine spirits. There is great variety in the spiritual world. The same way in the earthly realm, we have all types of different creatures and species. There is the same level of variety, if not more complex, in the spiritual world, as above, so below, right? Spirits can target you by bringing certain energies within your vicinity, and these energies go on to affect your thoughts, your mood, your emotions. So if you are experiencing a lot of negative thoughts, that is a sign that low vibrational energy and entities is influencing your reality without a human form. Thing number 2 that we need to know is that destiny swap spells are not instantaneous. It's not that someone does a destiny swap spell on a Thursday and your destiny is gone on a Friday. No. This is a spell that happens over time. So once that destiny swap spell is initiated, it may be a continuous, long fight to protect your destiny. And then related to this point is very important. The primary catch to a destiny swap spell is that it requires your consent. Whether this is verbally, as in you speak negative things about yourself. Oh, I'm never gonna be anything. I have such bad luck. I'm never gonna meet my true love. That is your consent to that destiny swap spell. Or consent through your actions. You don't work hard enough. You don't have motivation. You don't say your prayers. You don't believe in yourself, in your dreams, and in God's favor for you. Then you are consenting to having your destiny strong-armed. Since God bestowed you with the destiny and with the favor, it cannot be outright taken from you. And so it is more often taken through deceptive means. Destiny swap spells deal heavily with the illusion. It will put very confusing energy around you where it will seem like you have bad luck. You keep meeting bad people. You keep finding yourself in bad situations where you were in school, but you decided to drop out because you started suddenly feeling confused about what you were supposed to do. Situations where you end up marrying the wrong person or having children by the wrong person. Those are all ways that we unconsciously relinquish our destiny. Demonic forces and dark entities know that we are chosen and will target us from very young ages. And this brings me to the 3rd thing that you need to know about how destiny swap spells work. Destiny swap spells must put you in a low vibration, because having a high destiny requires you to operate in a high vibration. Higher the destiny, higher the vibration you need to be in order to reach and embody that destiny. Frenemies, exes, sneaky links will come into your life to keep you off of your destiny. And they will do so by embodying and eventually influencing you to embody low vibrational habits and behaviors, particularly through excess. So, excess of smoking, excess of drinking, excess of clubbing, sexing. And sex is one of the main ways that destiny swap spells are carried out successfully, because sex is one of the most powerful energetic exchanges. So many delays and stagnations can come from having sex with the wrong person. Trust me, I have seen it and I have been there. So now let's talk solutions and protective measures. Because destiny swap spells deal so heavily with casting confusion and illusion over your life, it is best to not make impulsive or rash decisions. I had to get into a habit of sitting with a thought for days, weeks, sometimes months at a time before I made a final decision. And this is so that you don't end up tricked out of your spot. And so you need to be very heavy on your prayer, your meditation, so that you can have the proper focus and discernment, because dark energies masters of deception and illusion. So you have to be a master of your own mind and your own discernment. Solution and protective measure number 2. When it comes to protecting the high vibration of your energy, do not dabble in gray areas. God does not do gray areas when it comes to your destiny. You are either in or you are out. Trust me, I've been there thinking that I could have my foot in both worlds. I wanted to be able to sex, club, drink, and smoke, and also fulfill the path of my destiny. It wasn't going that way because of the calling that I had over my life. This is not to say that every person who smokes, drinks, or club is somehow off of their destiny. No, when you have a particular calling over your life that requires you to be very much in touch with your spiritual gifts, and you are doing things that make your mind cloudy, like not getting enough sleep because you're clubbing at night, like smoking substances that affect your brain, like drinking things that affect your body, your gut, your organs, your brain, you are actively disavowing your spiritual power because you are choosing to engage in things that are compromising your spiritual intelligence. And yes, breaking certain habits and addictions can be a part of your destined path. So this is not to say that if you have certain habits or addictions, then you are off track of your destiny. No, but breaking those habits and addictions is a requirement for you to reach the full potential of your destiny. Don't go back to the thing and the situations that kept you bound once you break free. Once I broke certain habits, I stopped hanging with people who live the life that I gave up. Once I stopped drinking and smoking and clubbing, I didn't too much hang with people where all they did was drink, smoke, and club. And my final advice is to know that as long as you have breath in your body, you can and should be calling in your highest destiny. We also need to know that if we are out here lacking, then some points of our destiny are no longer accessible to us. So let's say that you were supposed to have accomplished a particular thing by 25 so that you can invent a particular thing by 28. But now you're 32 and that thing has already been invented. That's something that you cannot go back on. The door has been closed. You have to move forward. There is a such thing as divine timing. There is a such thing as missing the bus. Don't mourn over the things that you may have missed out on. But from this point forward, once you realize that your destiny has been under siege, you need to be going hard to recover it. As I always say, we need to be willing to go as hard for our destinies and our spiritual gifts as our enemies be going as hard to take them from us. There should not be a single day that goes by where you are not calling your destiny in, calling your blessings in, and rebuking negative energies over your life. I think I'm going to do a whole separate video on tips and pointers for calling your destiny back in. So let me know in the comments if this is something that you all would be interested in, or let me know other topics that are on your mind that you would like me to cover. I will see you beautiful people in the next episode. God bless. Selah.